like to personally say something to Linda Tripp. A little smoky. It's smoky in here, isn't it?
It really is.
Wait a minute. Somebody's in that smoke.
What the hell?
It's the Nature Boy!
Listen up! This is the Nature Boy! This morning, as I'm kicking the multi-talented Linda Hamilton to the curb, watching her scrape up cat fare that I threw in the gutter, I decide to check my mailbox, which, by the way, is bigger than most of you ham and eggers' first homes. Woo! And there it is, a form letter from Linda Tripp, the woman who made history by somehow being Monica Lewinsky's fatter, uglier friend. Nobody thought it was possible, but when the two of them stood together, Monica was the pretty one. And now, the she-beast herself, Linda Tripp, is asking for someone to give her a job. Well, Linda, I'll say this as nicely as the Nature Boy knows how. Unless George Lucas is looking for a new hut, you're out of luck, big girl. Although, Trippy, I'm not sure you've checked out all your options. Have you contacted Hollywood Squares? Bruce Valanche may need a stunt double. Or if you think you can take the heat, I know the Minnesota Vikings are looking for a new offensive tackle. There's a company that's hiring, Linda Tripp. If you have special skills, can you run through a wall when kids yell, "Hey, Kool-Aid"? Woo! Woo! Listen to me, Linda Tripp. You mountain of crap. You've always had a big mouth. You've always been outspoken. How about a gig on that show, The View? You could just sit there on the couch and do your job, making Star Jones look petite. Woo! Or maybe Rikishi needs a new tag team partner. Maybe Hollywood is looking for the lead in the Throw Mama from the Train prequel. Or maybe you could paint yourself purple and entertain kids, Barney. Woo! Linda Tripp, tell me you did not just ask for a job. Tell me you did not just do that. You could come to work for us, but we already have an ass man. Woo! Bottom line, Linda Tripp, if someone's going to give you a job, it's going to take a lot more than some form letter, especially one that comes covered in ragu stains. Right now, I say take our advice. Forget about looking for a job in this country. Do the smart thing. Get out of this business. And here's something you can secretly record, you wire-tapping Sasquatch. It's us telling you you'll never work again. And who are we? We're the badass Ron Bennington. Woo! We're the road dog Fez Watley. Woo! And I am the Nature Boy. And we call the shots around here, Quasimodo. And Linda Tripp, you may not like it, but you will learn to love it. What? Bottom line, because we're the best thing going today. Woo! 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 The Nature Boy! Woo! The Nature Boy! Woo! Listen up! This is the Nature Boy! And today, my hat's off to the Arizona Diamondbacks. You did it! You did the unthinkable! You did the improbable! You did what no team in the past 3 years have been able to do! You beat the New York Yankees for the World Championship! And I know there was a party in the desert last night. I'm just not sure how people in Arizona celebrate. But I bet it was fantastic. Arizona iced tea's getting poured over everybody's head. People throwing dirt in the air like it's confetti. John McCain avoiding all the flash balls because of his sensitive skin. And somebody probably even dug up Barry Goldwater just to dance with his corpse. It was a celebration the likes of which Arizona had never seen. In fact, Randy Johnson, I bet even an ugly goof like you had no problem getting laid last night, huh, big man? After all, there had to be some overweight blind girl from Flagstaff that they could bust in to take one for the team. Woo! Woo! So, Diamondbacks, you do me a favor and enjoy it all now. Because next season, you, my friends, have to do the impossible. You gotta come back and try to do this all over again. And guess what? The New York Yankees will be there waiting for your asses. Woo! Diamondbacks, you want to call yourselves world champs? Tell you what, maybe when you repeat. Or maybe when you win 3 in a row. Or maybe when you're the 26th time world champions. Woo! Maybe then. But for right now, all you achieved last night was becoming another footnote in the storybook history of the greatest franchise in baseball, the New York Yankees. Woo! Woo! Because you see, you're nothing more than the flavor of the month. You're the Florida Marlins for the 21st century. You may not even have a franchise in another 2 years. Face it, Arizona, you are a passing fad. You're Pokemon. Your parachute pants, your breakdancing, your hula hoops and poodle skirts, your clear sodas and ice beers, your Gary Coleman, your Melrose Place, your mullets and Zubaz. You are have a nice day smiley faces. They should name you the Arizona Rubik's Cubes because you are a flash in the pan and your 15 minutes of fame starts ticking away right now. Woo! 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 10, 20, 30 years from now, let's see who's calling who champ. You don't want to do this again, Arizona. Not with the New York Yankees. This past 7 games, the Yankees stretched you like Randy Johnson's freakish elongated features. By the way, Arizona, congratulations on your 2 MVPs. Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling. You're the first team in baseball to award the MVP to 2 cartoon characters. Way to go, Alice the Goon and Barney Rubble. Woo! Bottom line, today the people of Arizona can wake up and say, we're the world champions. But then, you gotta wake up the next day, and the one after, and the one after that saying, oh God, no, I live in Arizona. Woo! That's right. You live in a litter box that somehow managed statehood. You may have the Diamondbacks, but guess what? You still got the Cardinals. You still got the Suns and the Coyotes. Giving you a world title is like sticking a rose in the middle of a pile of crap. So remember this. Pat yourselves on your sunburned backs all you want. It doesn't change the fact that we still style and profile in the greatest city in the world, New York. Woo! 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 And you're still sitting in the dirt hoping for cable. Here's the irony. You got the title, and yet you're still envying us. Because we are the New York Yankees. Woo! We are the badass Ron Bennington. Woo! We are the road dog Fesbury Watley. Woo! And we are the Nature Boy. Woo! Woo! And you may not like it, but you will learn to what? Love it. Why? Because we are the best thing going today. Woo! Woo! Woo!
The Nature Boy!
Woo!
There he goes!
Woo!
The Nature Boy!
Woo! Woo!
You know, when I'm looking at this whole thing, Fezzi, there's got to be somebody, and I mean somebody who's going to take the lead here. If the president doesn't, I think the country needs to look to a person. Excuse me. The country needs to look to somebody who leads us. It's smoky in here. Somebody's in that smoke.
Who is that? It's the Nature Boy! Listen up! This is the Nature Boy! And today, we welcome home a soldier. A soldier who was stupid enough to fight overseas in the wrong army. I'm talking about you, Johnny Walker, boy genius. The smart young man who picked Afghanistan over America and the Taliban over the United States Armed Forces. Johnny, you're absolutely freaking brilliant, Brainiac, when it comes to backing a winner. What else did you do? Put all your trust fund money in Enron and Kmart stock? Did you bet on the Knicks to beat Charlotte Monday night? Did you pick Emerald as the breakout best new show of the fall TV season? Did you think Joe Dirt was going to bring home the Golden Globe? Did you think that black guy was going to win Survivor Africa? What were you thinking? You blew it, John Walker. You were living the fat life in sunny Marin County, California. Woo! Woo! You had the cars, the cash, the perks and prestige that comes from being raised by idiot rich parents. And you flea-infested retard, you traded all in to go sleep in the dirt, wipe with your own hand, and join the mighty Taliban army, an army consisting of 2 camels, a pile of rocks, and a flatulent goat they tried using as a rocket launcher. Woo! Woo! Your old man had enough money. You could have grown up to done anything you wanted. He could have bought you a medical degree. He could have given you an office and let you pretend you're a real businessman. John, with your parents, I'm sure you had all the aptitude it took to absolutely excel at the Special Olympics. Woo! Woo! And now, the biggest highlight of your day, John Walker, will be the delousing. Congratulations, a-hole. And speaking of your parents, let me tell you 2 jackasses something. You may actually be the worst 2 parents walking God's green earth. Right now, Lizzie Borden's parents wouldn't want to trade kids with you. Mr. and Mrs. Manson did a better job with young Charles than you did with your kid. And in the Mother of the Year voting returns, right now, Mrs. Walker, you are trailing both Andrea Yates and Susan Smith. Bottom line, John Walker, you nothing happening punk. You hate America? You got a crush on Osama bin Laden? Then you do what every other red-blooded American kid would do in that exact same situation. You steal a plane, you fly off, and you try wearing a Florida office building like it was a hat. Woo! So welcome back, you spoiled little dirtbag. You get 1 phone call. Make it to Mr. Bubble because you stink. You stink of Taliban, and you stink of failure because, buddy, you lost. You lost, and you betrayed your country. You betrayed every American. You betrayed every person in this city. And what's worse, you betrayed the badass Rob Bennington. Woo! You betrayed the road dog, Fez Marie. Woo! And you betrayed the Nature Boy. Woo! And you may not like it, but you will learn to what love is. Why? Bottom line, because we are the best thing going today. Woo! 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 The Nature Boy! Woo! The Nature Boy!
And our main event, of course, the fabulous Al Dukes, who is loved by everybody he meets, will be taking on Joe Pooh. This sounds like the least liked fight in history. We're hoping for a double knockout. But one of the main things that we want to remind everybody tonight is that when you're... wait a minute. What's that smoke? What's that smoke? No! It's a nature boy! The nature boy!
You want to lower that music a little bit, or I'll come back there and bitch slap you. Keep laughing. You're next, fat boy. We are live at a living color at the downtown Farmingdale, Long Island. Now, before I get down to business, a medical update for those of you concerned with Billy Staples. Don't worry, he's fine. He's receiving mouth-to-bottle resuscitation. Actually, someone yelled last call and he stood right up. But thanks, Billy, for answering that age-old question. Could a very round peg fit in a squared circle? The answer is, by God, yes! Woo! Billy Staples, you look like a star coming through these ropes. And by that, I mean Star Jones. Now, down to business. Tonight, the fabulous Al Dukes against Joe Poo. 5 pumps versus Whiskey D. Never mind the Olympics. Tonight we simply have... You got Joe, who's smoking cigarette butts 3 packs a day. And you got Al with his big gay heart getting his butt packed 3 times a day. Woo! Joe Poo, be careful. It's been a while since Al's had sex. Don't let him get you in a clinch. It's his favorite move called the grope-a-dope. Woo! Woo! And then they tell me there's an from the South that likes to beat up women. Woo! Well, we didn't get cocks, but we did get a dick named Tuttle. And Tuttle wanted his mama, his sister, his aunt, and his cousin all here for the fight, but she couldn't make it. Woo-hoo! Woo! Woo! Tuttle, that's the difference between you and the nature boy. You make girls scream by hitting them. I just make girls scream. Woo! We got different methods. You kick them, I kiss them. You punch them, I poke them. You box them, I bang them. But the thing is, big man, they both go walking away sore, don't they? Woo! Woo! The nature ball! Speaking of women, I gotta get backstage. Sweet Melissa's waiting for the Nate. She's saying, champ, do it like only you can, and let's do it all night long. And trust me, I'm gonna hear that moan from the top to the bottom of Space Mountain. Woo! So let's get ready to walk that out. And we're going to do it Run-a-fest style. Because we are wheeling-dealing, kiss-stealing, limousine-riding, Learjet flying sons of bitches. And tonight the drinks are flowing, the girls are getting horned up, and all is right on God's green earth. And you may not like it, but tonight at the downtown, you will learn to love it. What? Bottom line, we are the best thing going today. Woo!
We also had the girls from Gallagher's 2000 in the house tonight. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, when you're looking at a... Hey, is there a little smoke in this room? Somebody's in that smoke. That's the wrong music. From the stage. Woo! Except in your case, big man, I'm thinking it was more like 3. Now down to business. When the Run of Fest show came to me and they said, "Hey, Nate." Big-ass night of fights, too. Where should it be? I said, I'm the nature boy. Take me to New Jersey. Home of the soon-to-be NBA World Champion, New Jersey Nets. They're going to send the Celtics back to that hellhole called Boston. Then comes the fun part where they get to beat up on a big retard named Shaq. Sorry, Shaq, but this is New Jersey, and we make a living out of watching retards get beat up. Speaking of which, that brings us to Al Dukes. Al Dukes, New Jersey's favorite son. Favorite gay son. Who himself and splooges in his pants every time he hears Bon Jovi. Dukes, he's taken on Black Earl.
hundreds. Black girl, the popular choice here in Jersey, especially with the kids. Backstage, they thought they were getting an autograph from Shrek. They wanted to see his talking donkey. He pulled down his pants and whipped out his black mule. I'm talking about his Black girl, tonight you get your chance to turn the rec room into the Shrek room. He reminds me of a young Iron Mike. Unfortunately, it's a young Iron Mike Sharp. And then there's Billy Staples in a Digstown challenge. Billy Staples and his angels, you know, if those are angels and they've got wings, congratulations. You just saw the day when pigs fly. Those aren't angels, they're decoys. The fighters aren't going to be able to tell it from Billy. Let's face it, Billy's got a weight problem. He's large. He retains water. He's obese. He's big bone. He eats cellulite sandwiches. He's one big fat. But Billy, tonight, if you pull it off, big man, Billy, drinks are on the house. You just have to decide which one of those houses you came with are paying for them. Now, everyone here at the rec room, enjoy yourselves. Get yourselves a cocktail and enjoy the show. Me? I'm going to be listening to it on the radio outside with the Gallagher's 2000 girls in the limousine. I got to hurry, though, because I got Jason Williams watching the driver. Woo! But tonight, get ready for the show of a lifetime because we're in New Jersey. We're at the rec room. We're WNEW. We're the badass Rob Bennington. The road dog Fez Marie Wally. And I am the Nature Boy. And you may not like it. But tonight, you will learn to love it. Why? Bottom line, we are the best thing going today. Woo! 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 The Nature Boy! Woo! The Nature Boy! Woo! The Nature Boy! Listen up! This is the Nature Boy! And in the greatest joke since George W. Bush met a pretzel, the New York Yankees give up 4 straight games to blow a shot at the World Series to the Boston Red Sox. I haven't seen anything blown this badly since my last date with 70s television star Joyce DeWitt. Woo! Woo! What were you thinking, New York? You only needed one more game. The Special Olympics B Squad baseball team could have gone in there and gotten 1 win out of 4. And not only did you lose, you lost in the most humiliating way possible. swept in the last 4 games. Last year, Don Zimmer rolling around the field like an empty beer keg wearing a Yankees jacket. He had more dignity. And you lost to who? The Boston Red Sox. Woo! A team with about as much luck as a male Kennedy has of reaching the age of 50. Woo! You let that Neanderthal, Johnny Damon, a guy who could serve drinks on his frontal lobe, out of his slump to homer not once, but twice. The guy needs to follow cave wall drawings just to find his way to the stadium, and you let him beat you. Woo! Woo! And you couldn't even take full advantage of Pedro Martinez, who looked like Rick James in a baseball uniform after he was dead. And you're supposed to be his daddy. If you're his daddy, who's his mother? Honest? Woo! Woo! And you let a guy named Kurt Schilling, who had his ankle sewn on, own you in Game 6. They might as well have had Paul McCartney's wife pitching, and you still would have lost the game. Woo! Woo! 2004 Yankees, I hope you're proud of yourselves. You've taken those 26 world championships and used them as your own personal portalets. Over 100 years of prestige, glory, and being the man in Major League Baseball is gone just like that. Woo! Woo! Cheater! A-Rod! Matsui! I hope you're satisfied. Because the days of the free drinks and the free women are over. Except for you, Hideki. You'll go on paying for the women as usual. But as of now, you are cut off from the Nature Boy. I don't want to see you. I don't want you bums coming around here. Because now, there's no more parties with the badass Rob Bennington. Woo! Or the Road Dog Fesmarie. Or the Nature Boy. Woo! Woo! Why? Because to be the man, you've got to beat the man. And you didn't beat the man. You didn't even beat the lousy Red Sox. So you may not like it, but now you will learn to what? Love it! Why? Bottom line. Because we are the best thing going today. Woo! Woo! Woo!
It's the Nature Boy! There goes the Nature Boy!
He had some nice-looking suits.
Yeah, he's an attractive guy. He wears his suits nice. And it looks like he's lost some weight since the whole thing started, too.
Definitely.
But Scott Peterson found guilty today, first-degree murder of his wife, second-degree murder of his unborn child. Now, we are... excuse me. There's an opportunity... Fezzi, a little bit of smoke in the studio.
It is getting smoky.
Wait a minute, look who's coming in.
Who is that?
That's the Nature Boy.
Listen up! This is the Nature Boy! Woo! Woo! Scott Peterson! What happened, big man? In a state that lets Michael Jackson use little boys as his own personal slip and slides, you get convicted of murder. Peterson, you had it all, buddy. An up-and-coming fertilizer business. Your name could have been synonymous with California dung. A boat that was the envy of any Cuban trying to sail an empty cigar box to this country. And a girlfriend on the side, woo, who just finished years of extensive dental work. Someone who was almost looking human again, big man. Amber Fry. who, when you met her, Scotzo, had an overbite so bad she could only bite an apple if you held it in front of her across the room. Woo! Woo! A woman with the charm of a young Eileen Wuornos, the warmth of a Susan Smith, and all the sex appeal of that great-grandmother in Georgia having twins at age 59. Woo! Woo! And you threw it all away, Peterson. Actually, after hearing that resume, I'm surprised you didn't off yourself, loser. Did you think you were gonna get away with this? You were simply gonna run off to old Mexico in a brilliant disguise. A disguise simply known as blonde. Idiot. What were we supposed to think? That you were just a fatter Slim Shady slipping across the border? It didn't work. And today, it all came crashing down. Your own lawyer didn't even want to be seen with you, and that was in court. Even Manson's lawyer shows up. Woo! 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 You could have been the wheelin' dealin', kiss-stealing, small watercraft riding son of a gun. But you blew it. No more parties, no more fooling around on the sides, and no more pretend phone calls from Paris. You're done. And what's worse is now a life sentence of no more of the badass Rob Bennington. Woo! The road dog Fez Murray. Woo! And me, the Nature Boy. Woo! You're cut off, Peterson. You're cut off. And you may not like it, but from now on and for life, you will have to what? Love it. Why? Bottom line, because we are the best thing going today. Woo! Woo! Woo!
The Nature Boy, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
The Nature Boy.
Woo! The Nature Boy! And there are those rare moments in life when the fates are kind, when the gods smile upon you, and the universe is in perfect alignment, and those are the moments when you make history. Moments like the 1969 moon landing, the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team Miracle on Ice, and the 1976 Battle of the Network Stars, when a long shot named Gabe Kaplan gave ABC an unprecedented victory over a chump named Robert Conrad. And now, history is about to be rewritten once again. Whoa! Whoa! In a place where the elite gather, a place more exclusive than Augusta, a place where we are the very best at what we do. Why? Because we dare to be. Woo! I'm talking about XM Satellite Radio Channel 202, where we drink a little harder, we dress a little better, live a little longer, and we party all night long. Woo! Woo! And where the four horsemen ride again. Fathers, fear for your daughters, because the band is fucking back together. Woo! I'm talking high voltage, where it's Armani suits, Rolex watches, and embarrassingly long stretch limousines. We're the Run Fest Show, where the champagne cocktails flow, and we get paid in diamonds. And now, guys, put down the sandwich, move a little closer to your receiver, and learn something. And ladies, forget about your ham and egger husbands and boyfriends for a few hours and get ready to ride Space Mountain. Woo! Woo! Because this is the most happening thing right now on the face of God's green earth. I swear it. We are XM Satellite Radio. We are High Voltage Channel 202. We are the Opie and Anthony Show. We are Jimmy Norton with the sweet, dizzy smell of success. We're the badass Rob Bennington, the Road Dog Fez Marie, and I am the Nature Boy. Woo! And you may not like it, but you will learn to what? Love it! Why? Bottom line, because we are the best thing going today! Woo! Woo! Woo!
So I don't know how happy everybody is with Taylor Hicks winning today.
Well, I mean, most people, I guess they voted for him, so you got to be somewhat happy. I mean, let's face it, Taylor is our American Idol, and you've got to go for him one. Excuse me, you got to go for him one way or the. There's a lot of smoke in here. Someone's in that smoke. It's a Nature Boy.
Listen up, America! This is the Nature Boy! Woo! Woo! And America has voted? America has spoken? America has chosen its idol! And America, you make me want to throw up the champagne breakfast I shared today with a freshly banged Dionne Warwick! You have chosen Taylor Hicks to idolize? You gotta be kidding me! You picked a marshmallow wearing an Andy Warhol wig! You picked a 29-year-old grandfather! A guy whose sense of style is a Mo Howard haircut and a double chin! This is your idol! I haven't been this disappointed in this stinking country since it turned its back on the El Camino, perhaps the greatest car-truck hybrid ever. Whoa! Whoa! Taylor Hicks, you don't know what an idol is. An idol is when you are the Nature Boy. Whoa! Whoa! And you've got the Lander sisters putting each other in a Steiner recliner as they fight over you. Woo! Woo! What chicks are you gonna get, Taylor? Elliot's mom? Oh. And an idol is when you are welcomed in any club or five-star restaurant on either coast. The best you can hope for, Hicks, is an enthusiastic hello from the blue vest at an Alabama Walmart. Face it, fat boy, you're not idol material. It's less than 24 hours since your victory, and you're already a has-been. Woo! You got no future. You don't believe me? Ask another punk named Ruben Studdard, who thought he was an idol, and now is one waffle away from going into a Buster Douglas sugar coma. You know what Ruben's next TV appearance is? It's when we see the front wall of his living room being taken down so Dick Gregory can get him out of his house. Woo! 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 America, you want some real idols? Then look no further than the Ron and Fez Show. Woo! We got the cars, we got the cash. Other than Earl, we got the ladies. We've got everything you should bow down and worship in your stinking ham and egger lives. Woo! We're the badass Rob Bennington, the Road Dog Fez Marie. And by God, I am the Nature Boy! Woo! And you may not like it, but you will learn to what? Love it! Why? Bottom line, because we are the best thing going today! Woo! Woo!
The Nature Boy.
Woo!
There he goes. The Nature Boy.
So she thought about not doing this for the Rome show. She's been doing it elsewhere in the concert tour.
Now, by the way, you say that like this is crucified. Have you seen the picture of it?
No.
It's a big neon cross, and she's standing on a ledge in front of it. So it's not like anything's being acted out where she's getting her hands nailed up or whatever.
I know she wears a fancy crown of thorns in this thing when she does it.
Well,
I read that.
I wouldn't expect to see the tacky one.
So they're very upset about it. I guess she has plans that she's going to continue to... She's not going to take this out of the show, even though there's excommunication talk now. But she's got a lot of people upset about it.
Well, people are going to be upset. People, excuse me. People don't like to see any of that kind of stuff done. Excuse me. A little bit of smoke in here. Hey, there's a nature boy.
Listen up! This is the Nature Boy! And apparently, it's that time once again when the whole world is supposed to stop what it's doing, forget about the Middle East, ignore the global heat, put Cuba on the back burner, and everyone look at Madonna. Look who's here to shock us once again, the immaterial girl. What happened, Madge? You pick up a paper and didn't see yourself in it? That's gotta be traumatic. So you decide to rile up all the Catholics and Christians with a mock crucifixion of yourself. I just hope they screw up and use real nails. Madonna's gonna grab some headlines by offending a huge religious group. Who do you think you are, Madonna? Mel Gibson? Right now, Mel's lawyers should be planning a lawsuit against you for gimmick infringement. What really gets to me, Gaptooth, is that you're taking the easy way out. You know that tying yourself to a cross is the simplest way to get a rise out of people. Guess what, kids? Grandma's finally run out of ideas. Woo! Clever, Madonna. Now all you are is Ann Coulter with better dance moves. You want to shock us, Madonna? How about a hit movie once in a while, sweetheart? Woo! Woo! That would stop us in our tracks as we await with anticipation the sequel, Swept Away to Woo! Woo! How about reaching into that vault and spending some money on cosmetic dentistry or the teeth, all part of your plan to be British? Woo! Woo! Or maybe the problem is closer to home, Mrs. Ritchie. Maybe all this attention grabbing is because you're not getting the attention you need from your husband. Maybe Guy isn't the man. Woo! Woo! Because to be the man, you gotta beat the guy, and I'm just the man to do it. Madonna, all you gotta do is climb off that cross and climb aboard Space Mountain, baby! Woo! Woo! For the ride of a lifetime that will last all night long! Woo! Woo! And again, that's the easy way, Madonna. A night of passion, champagne, and cab fare. It comes highly recommended, just as television's Mary Hart. Woo! Or we can do this the hard way. That's where you keep taunting the Pope in his hometown, and instead of a pretend cross and thorns, you find yourself in a very real side headlock, into a hip toss, and finally onto the business end of a figure four leg lock. Ladies' choice. Woo! Woo! Because we are the Run and Fez Show, God's favorite program on his green earth. So don't screw around, honey. We're the badass Rob Bennington. Woo! Woo! The Road Dog Fez Murray. Woo! And I am, by God, the Nature Boy. Woo! And Madonna, you may not like it, but you will learn to what? Love it! Why? Bottom line, because we are the best thing going.
The Nature Boy, ladies and gentlemen. There he goes, the Nature Boy. The Nature Boy. Is that you, Earl?
Yes.
That was mistimed.
Sorry.
Very mistimed.